Well, the one that I got, I've known about since I was like 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
It belonged to the old blacksmiths in town.
Yeah.
And I actually used to tease him about it. I became friends with him. The first time I seen it, I took my bicycle down. Was happening while the seat post was broke. And I seen a Jeep in the back of his shop. And he was a World War II mechanic.
Really?
Yeah. And he had a fetish for Jeeps. And he'd found this Bantam Jeep there in Nebraska, out in the country, and he had it since 1946. All the time I was growing up, he became one of my best friends. And I always teased him about that Jeep as a piece of junk, and he always told me that it wasn't like other Jeeps, that it was a special one that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
And I guess he was right.
But you hadn't heard about Bantam before that?
No. But I was pretty young then. The first time I'd seen one was we went to the car show in Reno at the car museum, and I seen the one there. Yeah, and I used to help him look for parts for it. And when he got so old, he got sick, and before he died, he asked me if I wanted to buy it, and I said, and I did. And I did buy it. And I called you.
Yeah.
And you explained to me quite a bit about them, and that's when it started.
Yeah.
It gave me something to do in the golden retirement years, I guess.
Yeah.
I needed something to do, and I'm sure enjoying it. Biggest problem, parts, because they're completely different than the other World War II Jeeps. And we've tried crossing them over, and I've found very little of them. They're almost impossible to find any parts for them. So if you do, you're lucky, and if not, you have to make it. And not everybody makes them. So Duncan's made some, and I started making some, and Robin Burfoot, and we're lucky to have those guys all chipping in. But the work, they're just tough because they're in such bad shape, most of them that are found. Frames are rusted out, bodies are rusted out, a lot of them need new frame, rails, a lot of them need new floors. Well, I've made windshields, I've made floors, I've made brackets for generators, for fuel pumps, for fuel filters, numerous things I've made. Well, the Bantam came out with, used the Y112 Continental engine, but they put their own twist on it. So just the regular Y112 like they used in forklifts and things like that are just a bit different. Bantam used a bigger intake valve so it would have a little more performance, used a different front cover, used a different intake manifold, different bell housing, so you just can't go down to the parts store and order all the stuff you need to build one up. No, I've met people all over the world. It's just been a great, interesting hobby.
How many BRCs do you think there are running around, or do you have any idea? Or how many are under restoration that you know exactly?
Oh, I'm guessing between 15 and 20 right now, or
yeah,
people are working on them.
Yeah, so it is the golden age. So here we got Jim. He's anxious to have his first ride in a BRC. He's putting the generator on. Even though it's the wrong generator, we're going to run this thing whether it likes it or not. We had to make all kinds of shims here to get this thing to fit right. Should have some gas in it.
Oh my!
There he is.
Right out of the factory.
There he goes.
Just rides really solid. I can't imagine being 1941. I expected it to be loose, but this is a good one.
All right.